Stand with the feet shoulder width apart. I tend to stand a bit wider than shoulder width. So people often mistake shoulder width for hip width. Same width as your hips down to the side of your feet. It has to be at least a foot width wider than hip width. It's a good open stance. In medical Qigong, we always say to people, open out even further, 10, 20% more, so you get a really solid base on the ground. Knees softly bent, back nice and straight, arms hang down by the sides. So as per usual, we'll just do about 10 minutes of warm-ups, and then we'll do some standing healing meditation. So bring the mind back inside. When we first come to our exercises, our mind is busy and it's out there and it's exploring, but now we're gently drawing the mind back. So we just draw the mind back through the third eye into the core of the brain. Imagine the center of the brain, and then draw qi down from the center of the brain through the center of the chest, deep into the center of the belly. We just settle our mind behind the belly button, deep inside. Bring yourself to your core. And then let's just experiment with our backs, see how they are today. We gently turn and look back over our shoulders. Then come back to the front. Do the other side. And back to the front. Just gently stretch out your spine, see how it feels. And then we can release the spine and just move into a gentle turn. So we'll just do a few minutes of warm-ups, and then we'll do our standing meditation. Just let the hands gently wrap around the body, or the arms gently wrap around the body, and the hands tap onto the sides. Feel the forearm just gently drumming onto your belly button. Feel the wrist gently tapping onto the small of your back. My camera's looking a bit Alfred Hitchcock this morning. It's sort of skewed and strange. Trying to adjust that a little bit. Okay. When we do our exercises, working very much in the present moment, we're just working on our body directly, and that tends to be much more immediate, as it were. You're just working on what you physically can work on. When we do our healing exercises, it allows us to work in the past, but also in the future. And so, although quantum physics kind of tells us that there is no timeline, that it's just an illusion we create to satisfy our brains, I suppose. The reality, or the reality is a very flexible word these days, isn't it? So yes, we have this idea that we have a timeline, and so things that have gone by still have weight in our lives, and things that are coming up provide extra pressure in our lives. And so we really can take this idea that looking and examining at things that have gone by and seeing them for what they really are, looking at things that are in the future and just accepting them and molding them and expecting them to be better can really help things. Because in this system, our brains keep on turning over old events and keep on turning over new worries. But actually, they are just chimera. They are just illusions. They're just things that have gone. And so the way that we deal with trauma is that we look at a pattern and say, oh, I've seen this before. I'm going to react this way. We make a shortcut for ourselves. So this person's done this. That means that, this man has done this woman has done this. This means that every man will do this. That means that every woman will do it. And we sort of get a shortcut and just become lazy in our thinking and just expect that people, of a certain age or a certain ethnicity or whatever it might be, will always be the same, will always act the same. And it's very lazy thinking, but our brains love a shortcut. And so we can examine things that trigger us. We can look deep into their stories and just say, why do I always say that? Why do I always think that? Why does that thought always pop up in my head? And so those are the keys, what my teacher Lou calls the golden keys. When a pattern reveals itself to you, that's when you have a chance to look at it and think, ah, right, okay, what was that all about? If you watch the news and get enraged about something, it's a great reason to look and think, what was that about? If you're driving in your car and you get cross with someone, that's a good question to say, why? If you find yourself feeling upset about something, what was the reason that you started feeling upset? What was the thought that brought you to it? It's interesting to note that sadness and upset are different things. Sadness and pain are different things. Sadness is a function that needs to be allowed just to flow, and eventually it solves itself and comes out and changes and evolves into something else. But trauma, different story. We tend to hold on to it. We tend to lock it away. The reason for that is quite obvious, because we don't want it to occur to us again. But then, of course, it can make us incredibly cautious, overly cautious. Okay, so let's slow this exercise down a little bit and stretch it out more. Just look back over your shoulder, really open the exercise out. Stretch the spine, use your neck. Yeah, so we can become terribly cautious because we don't want to risk any more hurt. We can close our hearts down because we don't want to be hurt again by loss or love. This is quite appropriate to talk about that on Valentine's Day, about not closing one's heart down, keeping open possibilities. But it's the patterns that we absorb and that we keep that keep us in this locked down way inside. So the same is true for the future as well. We look at future events, we think about an engagement we have to go to, we think about an appointment we have to go to, an interview we have to go to, whatever it might be. We think, oh, that's going to be terrible. Because somewhere in your past, you had a terrible one. But energetically, nothing has really started to form around that idea. Just a mark in your diary, a plane flight you have to catch. You think to yourself, oh, it's going to be terrible. It's going to be so busy. It's going to be dreadful. There's going to be so many people. I wonder if, my bags will get lost, blah, 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 all these things. And you can build up this story for yourself. If you wish, it's entirely up to you. It's not necessary to. So we just have to think to ourselves about dissolving ideas from our past and improving the possibilities of the future. And if we're constantly doing that, then the hold of the past is going to get less and less, and the problems of the future become less and less. And then suddenly life feels like it's flowing. Suddenly the barriers are no longer in the way. So let's try and remove some barriers today as we go through our healing session. Let's see if we can break them down and improve our lives and change our patterns Okay, so now let's just slow gently down, bit by bit, slowly, slowly. Let that come to a stop. No need to hurry. We can just balance ourselves out. Sometimes that makes you feel a little bit dizzy. So lift up some chi, and then we're just going to gently pour it down. And this just brings about balance. So dizziness in Qigong is seen as chi moving up into your head. We move it back down to our bellies. And then you can just release the hands and imagine a kind of circuit into the ground again. Let's just do that a couple more times. Lifting chi up and then moving it down through the body. This brings about a balancing effect. Drawing chi out of the head that's made us light-headed, moving chi into the chest, drawing it deep into the belly and really settling and calming us, and then just allowing the chi to flow down. Gather chi, lift chi up. Pour chi down. Pour the chi down through your body. Great. So let's just do some simple forward and back bends just to loosen the spine up. We've rotated the spine. Now we're going to stretch the spine. Just take the hands up into the air. We're just going to bend backwards. So from the breastbone to the fingertips, just a gentle bend back and stretch up. Gently back and stretch up. Back and up. Last time. Back. Stretch up. And then just keeping the arms beside the ears, not pressed against the ears, just kind of level with the ears. Just tip over the head and the arms at the same time. You can just feel the nape of your neck bending over. And then we start to roll into the upper back, start to roll into the middle back and into the lower back. So let your body hang down, keep your knees soft and relax the back of your neck. The body just hangs here and relaxes here. Tummy tucks in a little bit, let the body hang. Imagine the foot split into 4 pieces. Just gently stretch down towards your toes. And then release. Imagine a line between the roots of your toes. Gently stretch towards that line. And then release the bend. A line between your insteps. Gently stretch towards that line. And release. A line between your heels, or if you're flexible, just go as deep as you wish to go. And we can let the body hang and relax here. To bring ourselves up to standing, we just point our tailbones up into the blue sky behind, and then we swing our tailbone towards the front of the body and start to work the spine, stack the spine up, vertebra by vertebra by vertebra. We gently bring ourselves up to full height. Let the knees and hips drift forward. You stretch from the breastbone to the fingertips as you lean back. Stretching up, gently back. Stretching up, gently back. Stretching up, gently back. Stretching up. Okay, arms and ears are the only things that tip over at the moment. That just bends the nape of your neck right over till the arms are parallel to the floor. And then we arch the upper back. We arch the middle back. We arch the lower back. Keeping the legs soft, we relax down. And just hang where you naturally come to. Tuck the tummy and relax the back of the neck. Extending softly down towards your toes. Just feel that stretch. And release. In line with the roots of your toes. And release. Working towards your insteps. And release. Working towards your heels. Release and relax and let the body hang. Okay, so lift the tailbone up behind. Push the tailbone gently towards the front of the body and the spine starts to stand up and the body starts to curl up and the arms and the ears come up as one piece. We stretch up into the blue sky. Good. Bend back. And up. I tend to do little side bends occasionally when I'm doing this, just sort of back and maybe off to one side slightly. And then up. Then I go back and do the other side slightly. And up. And then I'll just go straight back again. So I sort of sandwich two little side bends into the middle of the four. Okay, so let's do this with straight legs now if you can. So lock the knees back, arms and ears go over, upper back, middle back, lower back. And if you keep the legs straight, you'll feel the hamstrings just tighten up a bit. So let the body hang here and let your hamstrings tighten. Shift the weight a little bit forward to your toes and just feel the back of the legs stretch slightly more. Keep the legs as straight as you can. Okay, make our first extension gently down toward the toes. And then we release. In line with the roots of our toes. And release. In line with our insteps. And release. Back toward our heels. Body relaxes and hangs. Just gently lift the tailbone up behind. Push tailbone toward the front of the body. Start assembling the spine. Arms and ears try and come up as one piece. Gently up and stretch. Backwards and up. And I'm just going to do a little bit of a side bend when I go back the next time. And up. Back. And up. And straight back. Stretch up. Last time, arms and ears tip over. Upper back, middle back, lower back. Body hangs and relaxes. Back of the legs straight. Just weight gently forward to the toes, stretches the hamstrings a little bit. Extend softly towards your toes. Release. In line with the roots of your toes. Release. In line with your insteps. Release. In line with your heels. Okay, body relaxes and hangs. Tailbone lifts up behind. Push to the front. Roll the spine up. Head, arms, and ears gently drift up. Stretch up into the blue sky. Gently back. And up. Back. And up. Back. And up. Gently back. Stretch up into the blue sky. Release the hands down the sides. Allow them to sink down. We'll just gather a bit more chi again. So hands go into the earth, lift chi up. Gently pour the chi down through your body. Draw chi down. Move chi down into your belly. Deep inside. Releasing the hands, chi flows down. Gather and lift. Gently pull. Draw. Move the chi. Deep inside. Lift chi up. Pull chi down. We'll just finish off by doing a few side bends. So we've rotated our spine, we've stretched it forward and backwards. Now we'll do the side version of it. Just lift your right hand up in the air. Stretch out, and then take the right hand over to the left side. Gentle breath in. And then just stretch across to the left. Breathe in. From your right shoulder to the right middle finger, extend. Gentle breath in. And stretch. Breathe in. And stretch. Breathe in, raise your hands up into the blue sky. As you breathe out, take right hand down, left hand comes up. Breathe in, stretch up. Gently over to the right side. Breath in and stretch. Breathe in and stretch. Breathe in and stretch. Breathe in and stretch. breath in, lift the left hand up. As you exhale, left hand goes down, right hand comes up. Breathe in, stretch up. Exhaling over to the left side with the right hand. Take a gentle breath in. You stretch from your right ankle to your right middle finger. Breathe in and stretch. Breathe in and stretch. Breathe in and stretch. Breathe in, lift the right hand up. As you exhale, right hand comes down, left hand comes up. Breathe in, stretch up. Exhale over to the right. So now we're going to try and stretch from our left ankle to our left middle finger. Breathe in. Stretch. Breathe in. And stretch. Breathe in. And stretch. Breathe in. And stretch. Okay, great. Lift both hands up into the air. Exhale, let both hands down. Let's gently drift down. So we finish off just by gathering some more chi, just to bring ourselves back to ourselves, lift chi up. Gently pour the chi down. Draw the chi deep into your belly. Lifting chi, gathering chi, gently pouring chi through our bodies. We're just marshalling this chi from the head, any excess energy, from the chest, any excess energy. It all kind of comes back down to the storage area deep inside your belly. And then when we let the hands relax, it's just signifying a kind of connection down into the earth. Let's lift up one more time. And gently pour. Draw the chi all the way down into the belly, focusing it deep inside. And then just letting the hands relax, the chi down the legs, connecting into the earth. We can just gather one more time. This time we're going to put our hands on the belly. So if you feel lightheaded and dizzy, you can just keep going. You can do it 10 times. It doesn't really matter. But if you're feeling stable and quiet and calm, then gently bring your hands down and just rest them onto the belly button. One hand on top of the other. It doesn't really matter which way you go. Just allow your body to choose which way it wants to go, whichever hand it wants to put on first. So in Sheneng Qigong, Dr. Pang has created a thing called the 8 phrases. Essentially, it's a standard Chinese poemic form, 4 characters on 8 lines. And of course, in Chinese calligraphy, each character covers such a multitude of ideas. And when they sit beside each other on a line, they add even more depth. So it looks very simple and it's incredibly deep. When we translate into English, we lose all sorts of things, but try our best. So the 8 phrases goes a bit like this. Ding tian li di, sing song yi chang, wai jing mei ji, shin chong hao. Yin Bo Chi Shen Zhu Tai Kong Shen Yi Jiao Ti Jiao Shen Rong Rong Jiao Shen Rong Rong Jiao Shen Rong. When we translate the ideas, it says, feet planted deep into the earth, head connected to the heavens. Blue sky chi pours into your body. Earth chi surges into your body. Your whole body fills with chi. We try to relax our bodies, take up what they call a humble stance. Mind gently expands. No distracting thoughts. We start to realize there's no real difference between the outside and the inside. We can become very quiet on the inside, quiet on the outside. Often they say respectful inside, respectful outside. Clear your mind so it becomes like a beautiful pool of water on a clear alpine mountain, reflecting the blue sky. Just allow your body to soften, open, expand, and allow your mind to explore through your body. Other places where you feel tension, other places that you're worried about. Your mind can be like a lighthouse, a beam of light shining from your mind, deep inside your body, illuminating any part of your body that might worry you, that might concern you. Illuminate your body for a moment, and then just gently take your mind away. If there's nothing particular, then just draw your mind back inside the belly. Just leave it sitting there. We have this idea, yi dao, qi dao, where the mind goes, the qi follows. So if we leave our mind deep inside our tummy, lower dantian, then the qi naturally gathers there. A wonderful storage spot for qi behind our hands, deep inside. So we can also use our mind just to gently extend outside our bodies. Just feel into the space around you. First thing is your wei qi layer. So imagine the layer of qi around your skin. See if you can feel a layer of qi around your skin. Around you, you have your qi body. A meter above and below, back and front, left, right, a sort of bubble of qi around your body. Lovely protective field that connects you out into the outside world. And then perhaps we can just extend our mind into the space we're working in. Feel around us. And then keep on expanding out a bit further. Your local neighborhood, out into your local town, city, or countryside. Expanding out into your continent. Expanding out into the whole of our globe. Just imagine our beautiful blue planet. Oh, there's always some small problems going on somewhere, aren't there? It's funny, we think so negatively about the problems in the Middle East or wherever it may be. When you think about how many billions of us live at peace, are we 8 billion? Maybe there's 8 billion of us on the planet. How many are at war? 100 million? 10 million? 1 million? Tiny, tiny fraction. Don't think negatively of your planet. Yeah, there's a lot to be solved. Let's send some love to our planet today. Let's not feel it's a bad place to live. Let's feel that it's a beautiful place to live. And that we can be part of the change. By sending unconditional love to our beautiful planet, we can start to make the change. So we gently expand out and feel the solar system. You can see the moon, the sun, our planets. In the distance, the Milky Way. Let's expand out past that. Let's expand out into our universe. Imagine the billions and trillions of stars. What a powerful, extraordinary mind that can allow you to travel to the four corners of the universe. If you can travel the universe through time and space, you can surely bring about healing in this body that we inhabit. Easy. So this maximum universal expansion, just feel yourself free and open. All of your problems gone. Open and expanded out. Your whole body is blue sky chi. At this kind of magnitude, the problems in our bodies become minuscule, infinitely small, just a moment in time, a tiny fleck in the universe. Should be easy to solve those problems. You can become the universe. You must be able to heal tiny little things. Especially here at this kind of idea in the universe, we can access the original blueprints of who we are. The original way what our bodies were designed to be. So let's bring back this healing idea when we start to come back. So we can start to move ourselves back the Milky Way, our solar system. We can start to find our way back to our beautiful blue planet. We can find our way back to our continent, to our country, to our workspace, and eventually to our bodies. When you start to re-inhabit your body, feel that you can bring chi into your body. Feel that you can pour new information into your body. Feel that you can remind your body, re-mind. Not just mind, it's now remind. So we remind our bodies of what they were supposed to be doing in the first place. We remind cells of how to operate properly again. We remind systems how to function really well. And so whatever it is you're working with today, you can just allow your mind to go into that system and heal it, to penetrate every cell and to heal them, to bring back this vast store of information into your body, reprogramming your DNA at the deepest level, reprogramming the molecules that make up you. And at this really, really deep level, feel your body starting to change. So what has kept your body in these patterns? What stopped it from moving? So first of all, let's bring to mind a person in our lives who we find it very difficult to be with. Might be someone from your deep, distant past, might be someone who's dead, might be someone who's very close to you, but someone who has always caused problems, someone who's been very difficult to work with. We're just going to take our hands apart and hold a little ball of chi in front of our bellies. And as we think of this person, we open our hands and we just gently dissolve all the problems between us and them. Then we bring our hands back together. We just imagine a golden light suffusing our relationship with them. So whoever this person may be, just drift and open your hands. Let go of all the connections and problems. Draw the hands back together again. As we dissolve the problems, we think about that person's problems too. When we bring our hands together, we help to cure their problems. So every one of us has these things in our lives. So just think that however difficult they may seem to you, that they are also struggling. So now we can just gently dissolve their problems. It takes a great deal of kindness to take someone who you don't like, someone you don't get on well with, and try to dissolve their problems. But let's do that. And just remember, this may be someone who has now moved on from this earthly realm. So what we're doing here is dissolving the problems we had with that person, dissolving all of their problems energetically. So it's like going to a library and editing a book, going to an old story and changing the story. It had a terrible ending. Now we change it and it has a good ending. We are great editors of our past, of our story. Each time we open our hands, we can just allow something to dissolve and let go. Bring our hands back together. It can bring amazing healing energy into our connection between this person and ourselves. But just spend another minute or two healing this person. They might be the most vile person you've ever met. They might really have been a sticking point in your life, but actually they had problems and now you could help just to heal their problems. If you can heal their problems, you can heal your own problems, believe me. And so we send healing light into that person's life, be it now or gone. Just feel ourselves changing the dynamic between us and them. Just feel ourselves breaking old bonds that are no longer worthy. It doesn't really matter whether what this person does. No, that's their story. It's how you respond to them that's important. And so what we're doing here is changing our interaction with people, melting and changing people, breaking down the patterns between us and them. So now we can practice some compassion with someone we don't know. It's a curious idea, isn't it? Someone who comes to mind, someone in your daily life, you don't really know who they are. A shop assistant, someone you see regularly on a commute, someone you just bump into in the street, and you don't really know them. Let's just find a person who we see on a regular basis, but don't really know about. You can just think of this person. What we're doing now is we're imagining any problems they might have in their life, and we're just going to gently dissolve those problems for them and send love and light into their lives. So, a complete stranger. Let's do some healing on a complete stranger. When we open our hands, we can just see all of their problems dissolving, things getting easier for them, things getting better for them. Then we bring our hands together. We can just send healing light into to their life. Gently dissolve all their problems. Send them healing, love. Gently open, dissolve, and draw back healing chi. A few more times then. Helping a complete stranger. Why not? Now we can think of a loved one, someone who's really close to us. Who needs your help today? Perhaps you might find you want to do a few people. It's often the case. And so you could just think about imagining one or two of your loved ones sort of standing in front of you, perhaps. You can just see them. Perhaps it might be improbable, but they just line up in front of you. And then you can start to dissolve all their problems. And then you can start to bring some healing into their lives. Just send some lovely healing chi. Dissolving all of their problems. Sending healing deep back inside their lives. Open and dissolving any problems they might hold. sending loving, healing chi. When we open, we help them to let go. We help them to open their minds. When we bring the hands together, the healing chi pours into their lives. We don't have to specifically try to heal someone in a particular way. We don't have to know what their problems are. We just open our hands and let all of their problems dissolve. When we bring our hands back together, we're just giving them unconditional love, just propping them up a bit, just sending them a bit of help. So let's just work with this healing for a few more minutes now. Opening the hands is Kai in Chinese. Kai is open, dissolve, let go. Closing the hands is He in Chinese. He indeed means close, but it means gather, it means bring back. So perhaps we can think of all of these people we're thinking of. A person that wasn't a good person in our life, a complete stranger in our life, the best people in our lives. We just work with them all as a lovely group, dissolving all their problems. Dissolving and letting go of all problems. We fill their lives with healing, unconditional love. One more time. Just allow yourself to relax and stop for a few moments. Just think about this little group of people that you've been healing. When you heal other people, you heal yourself as well. We mirror each other. We are just stories of each other, really, connections with each other so deeply. And so we send our healing love to them, and it helps us too. So it's never a bad thing to be healing other people. always good. But you have to remember yourself, as they always say, put the oxygen mask on yourself first. So you have to remember to heal yourself. So let's just think about a time in your past. Think about a time in your past that was a really difficult time for you. It doesn't necessarily have to be connected with anyone or anything, probably a series of lots of things. Let's just think about that time for a moment. Just forgive that time. With all of these things, it's like a dark cloud. When you look inside, there's a beautiful silver lining. There's always something we learn from these incredibly tough times. And so think about that period of time. And when we open our hands, we're just going to dissolve everything about it. Let everything go. And then we're going to send chi back to ourselves in that time to heal ourselves back then. Open and let all the circumstances dissolve. Let them go. Let the people involved go. Bring back some chi. Bring healing back into that time. Make everything better. Add sunshine to the story. Really feel you can let go. Let go of all the trauma, all the thoughts, all the worries, all the pain. Replace it with blue sky. Replace it with sunshine. Replace it with happiness. Where there was once pain and suffering, now just bring happiness and joy. See that there are lessons in these times. See there are things that can be changed and transformed from those times so they no longer have any weight on you. Let those times go. Let them dissolve. Let them just transform into something much better. Just a few more times. Letting go, dissolving, seeing the best from it. Bringing healing chi into you at that time. See yourself smile, see yourself slightly happier, see yourself lifted. Drawing chi deep into that moment of your life. We send the chi deep inside, changing and transforming. The past can be edited, can be changed, can be transformed. The weight that you felt it carried can be dissolved and let go of, so that it no longer triggers you. It no longer has a weight in this current time. Let the past be exactly that. Let it be past. Let it be gone. Let it no longer affect you. It says in the Bible, and so it came to pass. And there it is. It came, but it passed. That is the nature. So now we take the hooks and the connections out of the past. Literally, you can imagine it like unhooking a lock of some sort, pulling out a connection of some sort, unplugging a plug of some sort, and just letting that idea from the past go. It no longer has a connection. It no longer has any power over you. Let it go. Let it go and dissolve it. Sometimes when we unhook things energetically, when we imagine them kind of departing from us, Sometimes it can almost feel like it leaves wounds in the body or holes in our chi field. Just imagine patching your chi field up. Just imagine healing your body. Whatever it was or whoever it was from the past, disconnected, chopped, cut away, gone, moved. And then just gently healing the parts of the body that seem to have been affected. So it doesn't really matter where you heal. You might even feel that, you want to heal your toe or your foot or your ear or whatever it might be, somewhere strange. Just go with it. Just let it happen. Whatever your body feels like doing, just bring a bit of healing into your body there. Just imagine your body detached from the past and any holes or damage that made in the detachment, we can just heal it beautifully. Let's just pause for a moment with this healing idea. And maybe you've got something in your future. It could be very specific. It could be an exact meeting that you're worried about that's coming up. Perhaps it's much more vague than that. Perhaps it's the next year ahead, or a particular month, or a holiday, as I said, a flight or a meeting, or whatever it might be. Shall we just change that too? Let's just take that time coming up and let's just dissolve it. Let it go. Doesn't matter about it. All of your preconceptions, just dissolve them. And then let's just bring some healing chi in to that time and place. That event in the future, just dissolving. Send blue skies, send sunshine, send joy and happiness and healing into that moment in the future. Kai just lets all the problems go. All the potentiality that you worry about dissolves. Her brings healing chi into this future moment, brings healing chi to make this future moment perfect, make it really work well, solve all the problems around it before you get there. Letting go and opening up. Bringing chi deep inside, making that problem go away. We can actually transform it so that it's something we can look forward to, knowing it's going to work well. Send healing chi deep inside that moment. Relax and release and open. Healing chi deep inside. Relax, release, and open. Brings a fantastic healing to this future moment. Then we can just settle there and just think about ourselves right here, right now, ourselves in the present. When we expand our hands, all of our problems gently dissolve. When we bring our hands together, let's feel the healing that this healing from the past and the healing from the future brings to us. Gently dissolve. Let everything go that worries you. Bring the hands together and feel your past, your future, your present self in harmony. Just dissolve and let the problems go. When we draw back, we bring back this amazing healing chi into our bodies. Fill your body with chi. Open, dissolve your body out into the blue sky. Feel blue sky chi. And then when we come back together, we bring this healing energy into filling every cell in our body, making everything working well. One more time, allow yourself to dissolve. Blue sky chi, whole body open, out into the blue sky. Dissolve, dissolve, dissolve. And let's gather healing chi back into our bodies, bringing back this vast healing energy. Draw it deep inside, deep into your belly, deep into the core of your body. Perhaps we can just settle our hands on our belly for a few moments and feel this wonderful energy surging through our lives. The past has been neutered. The future has been prepared in a beautiful way. The present is flowing well. Our health is returning. Blood and chi flow well through our bodies. Our bodies are open. Our minds are open. Bodies relax. So let's just do a traditional Jinin Qigong closing. We just bring our feet together. And we can just bring our hands into the prayer position in front of our hearts. All we do is just draw the hands up in front of the face and then take them up over the crown of the head and just stretch them up into the blue sky. Feel a nice long stretch from your heels through your tailbone, spine, fingertips. You can let your hands drift down a little bit and let your knees soften a little bit. And then we open up little fingers and ring fingers and middle fingers. And we hold this lovely triangle of chi above the crown of our head for a moment. Split the hands apart like a rainbow, gently coming down to shoulder height. At shoulder height, gather two lovely handfuls of chi and move them round to the front of the body. And then just indicate backwards, middle fingers, sending chi through the third eye and going into the center of the brain. Imagine your brain illuminated by chi. Imagine every cell in your brain working well, all functions of your brain returning to perfect working order. All functions of your brain normal. All functions normal. Total clarity, no fog. And then we just drift their elbows down and we draw our hands. So just underneath the armpits on the side of the body, there's a point there called dabao. Gently press, probably feel a little bit tender. And we imagine that we can extend chi from our fingertips deep into the center of our chest. This is the middle energy field, middle dantian. Fill that with chi and it supports your lungs and your heart, supports your pancreas, supports your kidneys, supports your liver and spleen. Feel the energy in the organs, balancing out all of the organ systems working well, all functions of your organs returning to perfect working order. Let's just drift the hands backwards, and then the back of the hands go gently forwards. Turn the hands over, and with a bit of a sweep, hands go out into the blue sky, and then we can gather some blue sky chi back for ourselves. So traditionally, it'd be left hand first for guys, right hand first for ladies, but just whatever seems to suit you. We take this beautiful ball of chi, we draw it deep inside our bellies, and we hold it deep inside the lower energy field. So deep inside the lower energy field, lower dantian, an abundance of energy gathering there. Lower dantian chi is abundant. Blood and chi flow well through your body. All functions of your body returning to perfect working order. Just think about that, perfect working order. All of this healing we've done has changed us at a fundamental level. Things in your body are healing. Sometimes the physical stuff takes a little bit longer, but don't worry, it's headed in the right direction. It might be millimeter by millimeter, but it doesn't matter. It's headed in the right direction. Keep going. Everything heals itself. Just feel that belief deep inside your body. All functions of your body, perfect working order. All functions of your body, normal. All functions, normal. Let's do some little circles around our belly button. So we go anti-clockwise, underneath the belly button, up and over the top. Send a second circle round, and a third one. And this tends to send a message to your body. We're just gathering all the chi in the center. We're just closing down and holding all the energy right in the very core. And then we can send our three circles in the opposite direction. And that just indicates the body. Come to the end of our practice. We've come back into our physicality. We're just drawing ourselves back, holding ourselves deep inside, gathering the chi at the belly. So as you stand here, imagine your Wei Chi layer. So the Wei Chi layer is like a suit around your body, an inch around your skin, this beautiful energetic field that encapsulates you, keeps you safe. Energetic protection. And then round it, your chi bubble, your chi body. Meter in front, below, left, right, up, down. This lovely chi body protects you, but it also connects you to the outside world. Feel your connection. Feel safe. Feel connected. Feel it's safe to open your heart. Feel it's safe to connect with other people. So put a big smile on our faces. We slowly open our eyes. We release our hands. You can start to move your feet around a bit. You can stretch out a bit if you wish to. If you're going to do a forward bend, just be very circumspect. Come up slowly. But if your body needs to stretch out, then just give it whatever it needs. And then to finish, we say haula together. So if you put your microphone on, you're going to be on this video. But if you leave it off, we can still say haula together energetically. Up to you. Okay, so let's just raise our hands up in the air. We say haula 3 times. 1, 2. Haula. 1, 2. Haula. Last time. 1, 2. Haula. Lovely. And so we've got a final salute for each other in Zheneng Qigong. You just bring your right hand up and your left hand down. And you pull your fingers together and put the thumbs on either end. This is called entirety hands. Thank you very much for being here today. And as I always say, I'm going to put this on YouTube. Please share it with your friends when you see it come up. Pass it around the world. And have a lovely day. Bye.